Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Friday morning, Good Friday morning, I should say, the 29th of March 2024, and it's nearly 20 to 9 in the morning. And we're going to do the selections today at Newcastle, and we're also going to be using the Matchbook Exchange to get the prices. So let's get underway then. And in the first race, it's the only non-runner of the day, and it happens to be my top selection in that race, is Room Service in the 118. That is now a non-runner. So our top selection with 8 runners going to post is Orn, and that's the first one we're going to look at. And in Matchbook, Orn is currently trading at 3.6 as I just click on there. And stakes of £27.78 would return you £100. Our second selection is Louis XIV. And Louis XIV, nice outsider there at 21. And stakes of £4.76 will return £100. And our third selection is Cuban Tiger. And Cuban Tiger, that's currently trading at 9.2. And stakes of £10.87 would return £100. And let's look at the stakes so far. £43.41 leaves £6.59. And our fourth selection is Manhattan Dreamer, and that's the outsider at 26. That would require stakes of £3.85, and that would now leave, oh, I hate it when I do that, and that would now leave us £2.74. So we'll put that in, and Habrady will be that one. And that's currently trading at 10. Now, because there's big fields in every race today, at every meeting, there's going to be quite a few selections, unless I choose an odds-on favourite. Otherwise, I think there's going to be quite a few selections in every race. So that's our 50 stake. We're going to start with the calculator as usual. £2.74 on our fifth selection, which is Habrady, and this is currently trading at 10. So that's £27.40 that we would return on our fifth selection. So it's over half the money back. And we've got 4 chances. We've got Orn, Louis XIV, Cuban Tiger, and Manhattan Dreamer. One of those 4 would return us £100 for a £50 stake. Then into the second race, we've got 13 going to post here. And as I say, there's quite a few runners in every race today, so you are going to have to listen and take note because there's quite a few here. So 13 go to post in our second race. Let's just click it on to Matchbook. And then we'll have a look at the sheet here, and Duke of Oxford is my top selection, and this is currently trading at 18. So don't just think you see all the odds-on favourites at the top here. I do come out with some weird ones. Those stakes of £5.56 on Duke of Oxford at 18 would return £100. Our second selection is Spartan Army, and Spartan Army is currently trading at 6.6, and stakes of £15.15 would return £100. Our third selection is Citizen General, and Citizen General, that's currently 15.5, and stakes of £6.45 would return £100. And our next selection is Pridwen, and this is currently 12. So stakes of £8.33 would return £100. And the fifth selection would be Vaguely Royal. And Vaguely Royal is currently 7.4. And just before I do that one, let's see how much we've staked. Well, note we're okay there. So Vaguely Royal at 7.4. We need stakes of 13.51 to return £100. And we've got 99 pence left. So this will go on Palace Boy. And Palace Boy is currently trading at 7. Don't forget, on Betfair you have to do a minimum of £1 stake. So the calculator out for Palace Boy, 99 pence times 7 would give us a return of 6.93. It's not a lot, but we do have 5 running for us before that. We have Duke of Oxford, Spartan Army, Citizen General, Pridwen and Vaguely Royal. If one of those 5 was to win, the returns would be £100. Then we're going to go into the third race, the 225. 11 go to post here. And our top selection here is Blueprints. Blueprints is our number 1. And into Matchbook, 225 and Blueprints. Before I just go into that, don't forget about these over round figures. They're not great at the moment, 103. So wait closer to the off before you manage to put a bet on. Blueprints, that's currently trading at 7.6. Stakes of 13.16 would return £100. And our second selection is Sommelier. And Sommelier, that's currently favourite at 3.7. And stakes of £27 and 3 pence would return £100. And we've got £9.82 left to spend. And we've got Fire Demon as our third selection. And Fire Demon is currently trading at 4.5. So we can't afford the £22, but what we did have left was £9.82. So we take all the rest out. That's our £50 stake for this race. And Fire Demon would require £9.82, and that would be an SP of 4.5. So we would return £44.19, so a slight loss of £6. But we've got 2 running for us, Blueprints and Sommelier, and one of those 2 would return us £100. Moving into the 4th race at Newcastle. These are all big races here today. Lots of money for these in these all-weather championships. And 9 go to post in the 3 o'clock. And our top selection here will be Shades of Summer. So we'll go back into Matchbook, into the 3 o'clock, and Shades of Summer currently trading at 7. That's second favourite at the moment. Stakes of £14.29 would return £100. And our second selection is 9/10, and that's currently 2.84. That's the favourite. And we can just afford that, £35.21. Stake would return £100, and that would leave us 50 pence. So we'll see what we've got to put the 50p on. And it would go on Aramis Grey, our third selection, which is currently 9.2. So I don't need the calculator for that one. So Aramis Grey would return £4.60, which is nothing really. And Shades of Summer and 9/10, one of those two would return us £100. So moving on to the next race, which would be the 3:35 at Newcastle. We've got one non-runner here, which is Apache Outlaw, but this was down as a non-runner yesterday. I think it's running at Lingfield. I think. Don't quote me on that. So 15 go to post here, and our top selection is Al-Bashir. So we'll go back into Matchbook. And Al-Bashir currently trading at 8. So stakes of £12.50 would return £100. And our second selection here is Chipstead. And Chipstead, that's currently 29 and would require stakes of £3.45 to return £100. And our third selection is 5,000 to 1. That's currently 11.5 and stakes of £8.70 would return £100. And Battle Dubai is our fourth selection, and this is currently 8.6 and would require stakes of £11.63 to return £100. And currently we've laid out 36.27, so we've got another 13.73 to go. And the fifth selection here will be Cover Up. And Cover Up, that's the favourite at 4.7, and that's going to take the rest of our money because we haven't got £21. So we've got 13.73. And that's our stakes of £50. So going to our fifth selection there, which is Cover Up, £13.73 stake. We'll times this by the SP of 4.7, and this would return us £64.53. So there would be a £14 profit there. And the other four running for us are Al-Bashir, Chipstead, 5,000 to 1, and Battle Dubai. One of those four would return us £100. When we're going to go into the penultimate race there at Newcastle, and this is the 4:10, I think. Did we do that race before? Yeah. Right, we move into the 4:10. And all 14 go to post here. And our number one selection will be Oh So Grand. Back in the Matchbook. Into the 4:10. And again, quite a good field here. And Oh So Grand, that's currently trading at 7.8. Stakes of £12.82 would return £100. And our second selection is Penzance. And Penzance, that's trading at 6.6. So stakes of £15.15 would return £100. And our third selection is Hooking. And Hooking is currently 11.5. This would require stakes of £8.70. And we've staked now 36.67, so we've got 13.33 left. Our fourth selection is Tumesius Fox. And Tumesius Fox currently 7.8. And that would require stakes of £12.82 to return us £100. And that leaves us 51 pence. and this will be going on to Storm Catcher. So we'll go back in, and Storm Catcher there would be 11.5. So stakes of 51 pence to go on Storm Catcher times the SP of 11.5 would return us £5.86 and nothing really. And we've got 4 running for us: Oh So Grand, Penzance, Hookin, and Tumesius Fox. If one of those 4 wins, we return £100. And now we're going to go into the last race there. Don't forget there's no evening racing today, being Good Friday. And into the last race, the 440, another 14 race field. And our top selection here is going to be Dear My Friend. So let's go into Matchbook for the last time. And Dear My Friend is currently favourite at 4.4. Stakes there of £22.73 would return £100. And our second selection is Kingdom Come. And Kingdom Come is second in at 8.6. Or just third in there, I think it was. £11.63 would return £100. And our third selection is King's Code. And King's Code, that's currently trading at 24. And stakes of £4.17 would return £100. And our fourth selection is Fantastic Fox. And Fantastic Fox is there at 8.8. Just going to have to add up at the moment, make sure we've got the stakes for that. And we do have the stakes for that. So Fantastic Fox 8.8 would require 1136 stakes to return £100. And this time we've got left 11 pence. So unless this is a real big price, it won't be worth doing. And again, if you did do this on Betfair, you would need £1 minimum. And the horse here would be Symbol of Light, which would be currently trading at 8.4. So, you know, you'd be lucky if you're going to get 92 pence back for that one. That's not worth getting the calculator out for. And the other 4 that are running for us are Dear My Friend, Kingdom Come, King's Code, and Fantastic Fox. One of those would return £100. So we're going to do a recap on Newcastle. In the first race, the 1 at 18, we've got Louis XIV, Cuban Tiger, and Manhattan Dreamer. One of those 4 would return £100, and Habrady would return the lower amount. Into the 153, Duke of Oxford, Spartan Army, Citizen General, Pridwin, and Vaguely Royal. One of those 5 would return £100, and Palace Boy the lesser amount. Into the third race, the 225, we've got Blueprints and Sommelier. One of those 2 would return £100, and Fire Demon the lower amount. Into the 3 o'clock, Shades of Summer and 9/10. One of those 2 would return £100, and Amorous Grey would be the lesser amount. In the 335, Al-Bashir, Chipstead, 5,000 to 1, Batal Dubai. One of those 4 would return £100, and Cover Up would be the lower amount. Into the 410, Oh So Grand, Penzance, Hookin, and Tumesius Fox. One of those 4 would return £100, and Storm Catcher would be the lesser amount. And into the last there, the 440, Dear My Friend, Kingdom Come, King's Code, and Fantastic Fox. One of those 4 would return £100, and symbol of light would be the lesser amount. So that's Newcastle finished. This is the first one that I've worked out this morning. So I'm now going to move on to Lingfield. So the other two will be up there about half hour after this, I would think. So happy punting for this afternoon and happy Easter.